Hey YouTube, Aaron with Kingofqueencreations.com. Etsy page is King of Queen Creations. Go ahead and check us out for any of your gnome accessory needs. We got boots, hands, supports, feet, and gnomes that are already done. Today I'm going to show you how we make our shirts that we use on our gnomes. There's a pattern that we have. We use it's 5 inches across the top here, measure down about 2 inches, and then 8 inches straight across, basically right at the armpit line. The overall height, top to bottom, is 6.5 inches for our shirts that we use, and then 5 inches across the bottom here with an inch gap to the arm, and then each arm is 1.25 inches, leaving you with from arm to arm length, it's 9 1/8 inch all the way across here. We have this fleece material that we get from Walmart. In this case we're using black. There's two different sides. One's a little bit softer than the other. In this case that's right here, this one's softer, and then the other side I like to use for drawing my pattern on because it's a smooth flat surface and it's easier to use my marker. I usually set this with our t-shirts right on the edge where the opening is at the bottom of the shirt and the arms, so when I fold this over I don't have to worry about sewing those three parts. I already got this traced out. I use a gold fabric marker, permanent marker, works really good for a lot of these materials as far as getting that bold line so you can see it when you do go sew it. And we're going to take this over to the sewing machine and show you what it looks like when we're done. Over here at the sewing machine, so here's our pattern that we used and created. So it's 5 inches across the top, 2 inches down. We measured 8 inches. From top to bottom, it's 6.5. 5 across the bottom. Each arm's 1.25 inches with an inch gap in between, and then it's 9 1/8 inch all the way across on the bottom. Got this already marked out. We'll go ahead and fold this over with the openings towards the bottom here of the shirt. In this case, with it being a bigger item, I like to use these pins, work out really good to help secure so nothing's shifting as you're sewing. And we got all of our pins set in the shirt design here to help keep things from shifting as we're sewing these lines here. At the beginning and end of every stitch, I will always put a double stitch. It's good to do to keep your stitch from wanting to pull out, especially if you start stretching your shirt or anything that you're making. You don't want to pull on it and then all of a sudden your stitch comes out. That's never fun. I'm going to go ahead and start here at the bottom. So as I start sewing this way, it'll want to more pull the material this way versus if I go this way, I'm putting pressure against here and it could cause it to offset. Go ahead and start at one of the sleeves here. Do a double stitch. Then I'm just going to guide this to get it started here, and then it'll pretty much walk itself. Just follow that line. And if you have a good idea where the head's going to come in there, You can go ahead and double stitch it, and then you can start on the other side and come up, so that way you don't have to worry about when you cut it open, you accidentally break your stitch, and then it does separate. We could have drawn a center line here to kind of help indicate, but I have a rough idea where I put the head. Go ahead and start on the opposite side here and kind of work it together. Do our double stitch and help it. Sometimes it likes to stick. Follow our line. Double stitch it, end our run. Cut that. Then we'll start anywhere on our other inner part of our sleeve. Just repeat the steps. Double stitch. And as I'm running up here to the armpit area, I'll usually stop and then I'll turn it and then just continue my stitch down. Along with our pants that we've made, I found if you double stitch here and then continue down, sometimes it causes the material to fold over, leaving a crease in the armpit. This has worked out pretty good for me, just doing it this way and not double stitching here. Just go ahead and continue it down. Get to the end here and do our double stitch. Now that side is done right there. We'll jump to the other side here and finish it up. Double stitch. Get up to the armpit area here. Lift that up and just turn it. Set it back down. Continue our stitch. Get to the end here. And apply our double stitch. Now, we can go ahead and pull all of our pins out. We'll go ahead and cut all of our excess string off that we had from when we were sewing here. And now all of our excess material. I usually stay a good 1/8 of an inch away from my material, or for where I sewed, just to ensure that I'm not going to pull that thread out that we just did. You're definitely not going to notice it when you turn this inside out. Same within the center here. I'll leave a good 1/8 of an inch. So, just go all the way around. So, now we're ready to turn our shirt inside out. I always like to start with the arms. And you just fold these in If you have like a pin or something, works out good. Usually just once you get it started, just kind of work it in there. And you can get it all the way up to the top here. So with this side here, this side worked in. Push it up. And just pull it all the way through the top here. Shake it out a little bit. Now you have a nice shirt for your gnome. Hope this helped, and you can utilize these for your projects. Be sure to check us out at Kingofqueencreations.com for any accessories that you may need. Thanks for watching, and happy crafting.